Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's Major back with another video for y'all today. Y'all read the title. Today we got a special video. In this example, I got more of a dark synth sample. So here I am in the FOP, and let's go straight to it. Alright, so that's just a little preview. I'll play the full sample at the end of the video with all the sections, but let's straight to it. So here we go in the first section. The first sound that I started with was this arp. So the way I made that sound was I first started with this analog lab, and I think I went into Des Wright's own analog lab bank and I used this Beauty synth lead, and I had this very simple arpeggiated melody. And the melody is very simple. These top notes is literally just this pattern copied over and over and over. Only thing I changed was these two notes down here. I have this pattern, and then for the second half I brought the D all the way up to C, and then again copied this over for the second half. I just changed them again, so the bottom notes are really the only ones that are changing. Everything else the same repetitive pattern. Now I added no effects on here. The effects that I added to make it sound like the finished product was I actually ran it through my chroma console. After that I had this distorted filtered out sound. And I also recorded this second version. Now this one was not filtered, and I'm not even sure if I use this one in the second half. I just know for a fact I used this one right here. Now for the effects, I first added this EQ, cutting out those low end, and then for the second effect, I had a Melodyne on here. Now here you can see this pattern I drew out. So basically what Melodyne is, if you don't know what it is, you can record audio into it and then change the notes. So I made a new melody. That's basically what I recorded and chopped up. So you can hear it's the same thing. I just took that first chop and I pitched it down 200 cents, and I added this EQ, just filtering out that high end, making it sound more gritty, more vintage, more warm. And to get the vibe going, I added this very simple bass. And the whole theme of the sample was just a really mean, aggressive sound. So to make it sound more like mean, I just wanted to add these tension notes in between. And then this bass comes from Des Wright's bundle. It's this one right here. A very distorted, heavy sounding bass. As far as the effects, I raised the highs a little bit and I lowered some of the mids because I feel like it was a little like too heavy, and I just lowered the volume just so it blended in perfectly with the layer and did not take over it. Next, I added this little like effect texture on top. Now I'm gonna keep it real. I was about to say I do not know where this sound came from, but I think it's from this effect from the Des Wright kit. I'm pretty sure it's that, but they sound completely different, so I'm not even sure. All I know by the name, I knew that whatever it was, I put it in the chroma console and I ran it through the same effects, like distortion, compression, filtered it out. So I'm pretty sure I took this, put it through the chroma console, then I had this. And right here, I started to add like a feedback loop. And I like that effect, but I feel like it was too much, so I just faded it in. That way it sounds more clean, and then at the second half it gives this original arp room to breathe, and I have this thing playing the whole time. Besides that, on here all I have is a pancake panning left and right. The original arp that I have right here highlighted is like I think almost completely mono, so for this one I want to give it more movement, so I wanted it moving left and right. Now moving on to the second section, I kept the bass and I kept that little arp texture. The only thing I did was I reversed it and I pitched it down an octave. So just a cool little texture to be in the back. I have repeating over and over. After that, I went into the prints and I used this Transport Evolution preset. Fun fact, I actually got this preset from Juke Wong. This is the preset he used in one of the songs he broke down. I forgot which one it was. I think it was with Future. I liked the preset a lot, so I loaded it up in this sample. I feel like it fit. Very simple, just basically 2 chords. This one right here, copied it over, and I literally just put the bass note down 1. The effects, I cut out the highs because it was very, very harsh. You can see it has a little like distortion noise, so I cut that out and I lowered the lows as well. Now, I feel like it was really dope. This is how it sounded. So as you see up here, I added 2 phrases from my new Prophet Gallery kit, but it's basically a phrase bundle that I made with my Prophet Rev 2 and my Chroma console, and I use this phrase right here. As you can tell, the theme of this kit is like that distorted synth sound like Mike Dean, Desirite. So I dragged this in, and as you can tell right here, it says tempo synced. So all these phrases are tempo synced for you. You can just drag and drop them, but it also tells you the original BPM in case you want to match it. And on the name, it also says the key. So this one was C sharp. So I just pitched it up 400 to match the key of the sample I already had going. For the second one, I duplicated it and I pitched it up an octave and I sped it up. Same thing, I just treated it as a texture to put in the background behind this main one. This is how everything sounds so far. Really giving it an aggressive like Desirite type of vibe, and I added no effects on any of these phrases. They were perfect, they're already processed for you. Now moving on to the final section, it was very, very simple. I had a lot going on in the first and especially the second section, so I wanted the third one a lot more calm and have a lot more room in it. So I took the same chords from the Prince melody earlier and I copied it inside of this analog lab. As you can see, same notes, I just moved some of them up an octave, some are down, and I went into analog lab, I went into Desirite's bank again, and I used the Stars in the Roof preset. A real ambient, spacious, kind of suspenseful preset. Fit really good in covering a lot of those empty gaps in the sample. And then again, I took the original ARP that I have right here, copied it for the second half, and then I added 1 more phrase from the Prophet Gallery. I went in here and I selected this one right here. And if any of you guys do want this kit, it comes out the 25th with over 300 phrases, but you guys could try the free version right now. It'll be the first link in the description below. The beta is now live. I think it comes with around like 50 phrases, but the full version comes with 200 Rev 2 phrases and then an extra 100 phrases with my acoustic and electric guitar ran through the Chroma console. So 300 phrases in total, all tempo synced, all key labeled, really easy, flawless drag and drop. But I added this one, it was already tempo synced for me and the keys already matched, so I just dragged it and I just took the low end out of this one. As you could tell, I slowed it down a lot just because I felt like the sped up version was a little too hectic. I wanted this section, like I said, a lot more calm, slow. But besides that, was pretty much it. I just rearranged the rest of the sample. As far as the master, I have a sound shifter pitching it up. I have a EQ kind of cleaning it up a little bit. I have a compressor on here kind of leveling out the whole sample. And I have a limiter making it louder. I exported that, and then this was the final sample. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, if you want to try Prophet Gallery, the first link in the description down below. The beta is now live. Comes with around 50 phrases. The full version drops the 25th of April and it comes with over 300 phrases. So hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys stick around for that. If you learned something new, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.